Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Abyss.
Oh, hello. Glad you could join us tonight. We're back for some more spooky shit, but most importantly, I think, Cleet, what are you drinking?
Dude, that is a good beer. Oh my god. I'm drinking Illuminated Brewworks double dry hopped India Pale Ale.
It's beer here now, right? That's the one I had last week.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's delicious.
It is so good.
It's a good beer. Oh my god.
Yeah. Beer here now. I'm drinking a beer called Yo-Yo. It's a double IPA from Red Rock.
Sounds pretty good.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's fucking good. So I watched a new horror movie this weekend.
Okay.
A little film by the name of 28 Years Later.
Huh. Did they make a sequel to that from 28 Days, Months, and Years now?
Yeah, this is the third one, man. So they did 28 days, then 28 months. It was good. It was, there was a certain lengthy, girthy member that kept appearing.
Oh, didn't you bring that up on yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'll watch that because you brought that up a couple weeks ago with the big old song going around like a yo-yo.
There's zombie penises for sure.
The helicopter dance.
Yeah, and it's a sight to behold, man.
Wow.
It's a sight to behold. But it was good otherwise. I mean, if you can look past the appendage of death.
It's 12-inch salon got me on a movie, baby.
It's like
tonight, it's yours.
28 inches later.
20.
Like that.
You know, I was getting the itch to watch Southbound again. Southbound? Yeah, that's what it's called.
Southbound.
Oh, dude, it's one of the best. One of the best. Have you not seen it yet? It came out in 2015.
Like a horror movie called Southbound?
Yeah, it's kind of like a cosmic. It's not. I mean, it's. I guess I would call it a cosmic horror to a degree, but it's fantastic. I was watching a video that was just going over like theories about what it's actually about. We talked about it on a podcast, like this podcast, about a year ago. But dude, it's fantastic. I'm like, should I watch that? I don't know. It's not often you can like see actually good movies. It's like it was an adaptation, or its inspiration was VHS. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
Found footage. But it's not like they find a tape or anything, but it's like a series of weird, unexplainable events, but they go into one timeline. And like the camera, like once one story is done, kind of pans out to the next person and you go into their story. It's fantastic, man. It's good.
I Googled Southbound and I'm getting traffic reports, so, you know, that's kind of what happens, I guess. And I even put Southbound horror film and I'm still getting traffic stuff. Southbound's pretty congested at the moment. I wouldn't advise traveling that way.
You had me second guess myself. I Googled it.
No, I mean, it's there now, like if I scroll way down, but it's not what I got first, I'll tell you that. All right, well, I'll put it on my list. I'll have to check it out. But yeah, I mean, 28 Years Later was good. It was pretty good. We also watched the Monster, the Ed Gein series on Netflix. That one ended like the biggest, stinkiest pile of shit that I've ever experienced. Don't waste your time.
I'm not a fan of Netflix anyways, so.
Yeah, don't waste your time. It was very promising, and then it was just like a big old middle finger. And I was like, cool. Thanks for that.
Dude, it's so hard to like find something halfway decent now when it comes to media. Maybe I've gotten pickier as I got older, but I just think like Hollywood just likes to drop a big old deuce for films now. Just they suck. Like I don't know, man. They're just it's not what it used to be.
I agree. But anyways, back to some real scary shit. Cleet, what are we talking about this evening?
Yeah, so tonight we're going to be going over some spooky TikTok reels that have gone viral as of recently. We're going to be playing them as we talk about the stories, so buckle up. It's going to get pretty fucking spooky.
The first story is The Haunted Painting and the Hound. When Rebecca Jones brought home a century-old oil portrait from an Etsy shop, she expected a classy vintage decor piece. What she got instead was a horror co-star for her dog, Georgia. In a viral TikTok from August 2025 with over 2.3 million views, Rebecca shows Georgia the hound barking incessantly at this painting, a portrait of a stern-looking Victorian-era woman. The TikTok text overlay deadpans. Brought home a 100-year-old portrait. My dog took one look at it and said, absolutely not. The footage is equal parts spooky and hilarious. Georgia refuses to even enter the room where the portrait hangs, bristling and baying as if warding off an unseen intruder. Viewers were immediately convinced that the painting was haunted, because who needs high-tech ghost detectors when you have a bloodhound? Rebecca's follow-up video is only added to the lore. In one update, she revealed that the painting had a companion, the depicted woman's husband, and joked that maybe the ghostly wife was angry until her husband's portrait joined her. So what did Rebecca do? Naturally, she bought the second painting as well, creating a lovely paranormal pair on her wall. She quipped that the once miserable-looking woman now had a slight smirk, like he thought he was finally escaping her, and she's like, till death do us part, and beyond. Even death can't break them up, it seems. Rebecca also admitted that this isn't her first creepy collectible. There's an antique Ouija board in the house because, of course there is. And at this point, she's living what commenters dubbed a mini haunted mansion.
Georgia. Georgia.
The spooky saga is like a cocktail of Edgar Allan Poe and HGTV. On one hand, you've got classic horror imagery, a dog sensing an unseen presence, a possibly cursed portrait from old France, and on the other, a modern TikToker with a great sense of humor about all of it. Georgia's dramatic reaction at people joking that she's the real hero, detecting a French ghost in the house. Some viewers playfully suggested rehoming the painting as soon as possible, while others insisted on keeping it for the free ghost grandma vibes. Rebecca leaned into the fun, even saying if a horror movie is made about this in 10 years, Georgia will definitely be the lone survivor. The video perfectly encapsulates Horror Talk's charm, a genuinely eerie scenario served with a wink and a smile. Yeah, that's crazy. You gotta trust the dog's instincts.
Yeah, I feel like if I bought some type of object and my animals would freak out whenever they get close to it, I might consider getting rid of it. Depends on how attached I am.
That's when you bust out the ghost rods in the spirit box.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's talk about this.
I should probably throw this away, but it's a really, really, really good autograph picture of John Voight. So the next story we'll talk about is titled "The Ghost Pulls Toddler Under the Bed."
Fuck no.
In early 2021, TikTok users were left clutching their pearls and their children over nanny cam footage that appears to show a paranormal yank on a toddler. Father Josh Dean shared a chilling night vision video from his daughter's nursery. The little girl, Emma, is playing on her bed after bedtime when she gradually slides off and crawls underneath, then suddenly gets dragged deeper under the bed as if by an unseen force, prompting her to scream for her mommy. The clip cuts off with her tiny legs vanishing under the bed frame and panic cries echoing. Josh captioned the post, "My daughter being pulled under the bed. Wife thinks she crawled, but she was clearly pulled by something." He firmly believed a ghost or some other entity grabbed the child's ankles. TikTok collectively lost it. The video racked up over 11.3 million views and 1.3 million likes in short order, as people flooded the comments with theories ranging from poltergeist attack to more skeptical takes. Skeptics pointed out that maybe little Emma was just shimmying after a lost toy and got stuck, which would explain her crying. But true horror fans weren't buying the common sense angle. They noted how distressed the child sounded, crawling way too far in, and urged the family to burn the house down or move out immediately. In the follow-up TikToks, Josh provided evidence supporting the haunting. He showed nothing was under the bed that should attract her, No toys, no hidden snacks, and even shared the aftermath video of mom rushing in to console the terrified girl. The family was so spooked that they even started a GoFundMe to move houses. This video turned into a viral Rorschach test. Viewers either saw a genuine ghostly encounter or a case of a toddler mischief gone awry. It's basically the "is the dress blue or gold" for the horror crowd, but the stakes are a tad higher than fashion. Ghost or no ghost? That is the question. Many parents admitted the clip gave them instant goosebumps and a newfound resolve to never let their kids out of their sight. Others made dark jokes. If a ghost wants to help with bedtime, by all means.
I can't get little shit to bed. Maybe the ghost can.
That's kind of fucked up, man.
Except he's putting him to bed under the bed, which is
Yeah, reminds me of a scary movie with the clown. Like grabs that guy and pulls him under the bed, and then a little bit after, he's like, the clown comes out like, ugh. I wonder what happened under that bed with that clown.
You can only assume.
Yeah, the clown was not down for whatever that was. Josh's earnest fear and the clear distress of the child made even cynics feel uneasy. At worst, it's every parent's nightmare of a stranger or thing under the bed come true. At best, it's a viral reminder that kids can scare the hell out of us on their own. The truth remains unclear, but one thing is certain. This TikTok turned a simple baby monitor into a much-watched supernatural drama. So check under your bed tonight, or maybe don't if you want to sleep.
Yeah, I think I think it's pretty easy to tell if you were to look at a baby monitor if something's being pulled or if they're just crawling under there. Because, like, if you just see your kid, like, flop down and they get yanked under the fucking bed. All right, this next one is Dancing in the Dark, Chloe's Staircase Shadow. TikTok is famous for dance challenges, but Chloe Hartley didn't expect her solo routine to turn into a scene from Paranormal Activity. In January of 21, Chloe posted a seemingly upbeat video of herself grooving to a remix of Love Shack in her home. Love Shack, baby, Love Shack. The twist? She insisted that she was home alone, yet eagle-eyed viewers spotted a creepy figure lurking on the staircase behind her mid-dance. In the clip, Chloe shimmies obviously while, for a split second, a head-like shape peeks around the stairwell behind her and then vanishes. You might miss it on the first watch. She almost did. But she captioned the video, had no intentions of ever posting this, but look behind me on the stairs. That was enough to send TikTok into detective mode. The video blew up to 25+ million views and 2.6 million likes as people replayed the eerie moment frame by frame, arguing over whether it was a ghost, an intruder, or a very naughty pet. The dog's just like peeking out the corner on its hind legs.
Shack, you say?
Chloe, clearly freaked out, made follow-up posts to address the skepticism. Some commenters thought that it was just one of her dogs photobombing. She showed that her dogs are brown and gated downstairs, unlike the pale figure seen. Others accused her of staging a hoax for clout. Chloe vehemently denied faking anything. It absolutely was not staged, she told media. She even reposted the clip in slow motion and cheekily responded to naysayers with another TikTok featuring the audio, "Stop spreading those rumors around." Meanwhile, internet sleuths asked the usual haunted house questions. Did someone die in your house? Is it built on a cemetery? Why are your stairs producing peekaboo phantoms? Did you dig your own swimming pool? Chloe mentioned the only spooky thing about her place is that she lives next door to a funeral director, a coincidence that did not comfort anybody. The video turned a goofy dance into a 2-second horror film. And honestly, that's the kind of plot twist TikTok lives for. It's scary because it plays on our primal fear, something unknown watching us from the dark while we're blissfully unaware. The top comment sums it up. Lord, give me strength. I swear you better say this is a joke right now. The fact that Chloe posted it at all, instead of immediately burning the house down, is a testament to either her bravery or her commitment to entertaining the masses. Many found it spooky that her clip's background track was a mashup including Dragula. Good old Rob Zombie. Skeptics continue to debate the video's authenticity, but true believers have dubbed Chloe's staircased ghost the Love Shack Shadow. Real or hoax, the scenario is nightmare fuel. Imagine reviewing your fun dance video only to spot Casper's creepier cousin peering at you. If nothing else, the clip gave everyone the heebie-jeebies and a new rule. Always check your surroundings before making a video. You never know who or what might be watching.
You know, we should freaking see if we can do an all-nighter at Bob Mackey's bar.
Bob Mackey's bar?
Yeah, that's like one of the most supposed like haunted places like ever. It's
that?
one of the most famous ghost adventure episodes.
Oh yeah, it's the Kentucky one. Yeah, we should do it.
Yeah,
I'll go
if
to
anything's
Kentucky.
haunted, it would have to be that. Like, I'd be down. All right, the next one is the TV reflection ghost. Mirrors and screens have long been portals for scares. And the TikToker Wonder Woman 1 learned this the hard way in early 2022. She posted a video, now infamous, with 12.8 million views in a month, where she's recording at home, showing that she's completely alone. Except, well, she isn't. In the clip, she flips her phone camera to show her living room TV, which is turned off. The glossy black screen acts like a mirror, reflecting her sitting on her couch, and right beside her reflection sits another figure. That shouldn't be there. And right beside her reflection sits another figure that shouldn't be there. It looks like a woman with long black hair in a white dress, eerily still and positioned as if calmly seated next to the TikToker on the sofa. The TikToker waves at the TV. Her phantom companion doesn't move. Cue the collective spine chill of a million viewers. A caption of the video reads, "There's a whole person sitting next to me, bro. What the fuck?" Indeed, that sums it up. In her narration, Wonder Woman 1 is audibly nervous laughing, saying, "I'm home alone, right?" But the reflection shows, like, that's me, and trailing off as it dawns on her that something else is visible next to her. The short TikTok ends without a resolution, leaving watchers with the dreaded question, who or what is that in the reflection? Comments poured in ranging from, "Girl, get out of that house now." The theories about glitching phones or parallel universe overlap were coming in as well. The video garnered 1.8 million likes and over 100,000 shares as people debated the authenticity. Some skeptics thought it was a simple editing trick or a roommate playing a prank off camera, but believers noted the classic ghostly vibe, the figure's vintage look, white attire, and the fact it was only visible via reflection. A trope as old as ghost lore itself.
Okay, so am I tripping? Or... Okay, so the noise is my turtle. And I'm home alone, right? But... the reflection shows like that's me.
If you've ever watched a horror movie where a character sees a ghost in a mirror, you know how this TikTok made everyone feel. Absolutely feral with fright. The setting is so mundane, just a person chilling at home with a pet turtle making noise in the background. That, then the sudden injection of a reflection ghost roomie, hit viewers like a jump scare. It's essentially a 15-second creepypasta. No gore, no loud noises, just subtle, wrong detail that your eyes gradually catch. The top joke was along the lines of, The ghost is just hanging out waiting for Netflix and chill. In fact, one commenter quipped, the ghost was patiently sitting, waiting on you to put on Netflix, an observation even Newsweek noted. Others shouted at the screen for her to wave through the ghost or do a double take and one continuous shot to prove it was not staged. The TikToker didn't oblige further, which only fueled more creepy speculation. What makes this TikTok particularly fun and unnerving is how it turned thousands of casual scrollers into paranormal investigators for a night. Folks were adjusting their screen brightness, zooming in on the TV reflection, trying to decide if the ghost had a face or was just a weird angle of the TikToker herself. The consensus? Too humanoid and too independently seated to be a simple reflection trick. So either it's brilliantly executed hoax or someone has a spectral couch crasher. Pro tip, next time you're home alone, maybe avoid looking at dark TV screens. You might not love what you see behind you.
Just like avoid looking at every mirror and TV screen. You're just like, nope. Just going to keep on.
I could see a reflection.
What's that movie about it's the Skeleton Key. Did you ever watch that one? It's like literally like the demons live in the mirrors. It's an older one.
That Skeleton Key was like someone like transferred into their body at the end.
I think it was, but the premise was mirrors, like the spirits, because they had all the mirrors in the attic covered with blankets and stuff.
It was a long time since I've seen it. That's an old call out.
It's been a long time. Anyway, I think it exists. Anyway, our next story. Abandoned mall under an Airbnb. That'd be fucking bitchin'. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that can't be real. An entire mall under a Airbnb? You didn't notice?
It's like, wait, you rented this out to me, you didn't notice there's a whole fucking mall underneath me? Are you kidding me?
Like, this building sure is large for an Airbnb. 2-bedroom, 1 bath.
You know I like me a midnight visit to Spencer's.
Oh, yeah.
You got to go behind the beaded curtain for the good stuff. Imagine booking a cute Airbnb by the beach, only to discover that you're living atop a deserted shopping mall straight out of a zombie game. That sounds pretty fucking cool to me. That's exactly what happened to Claire Shulin in 2021, and naturally she documented it all on TikTok. While staying at a historic resort in Hollywood Beach, Florida, Claire found that a door in the hallway led to the guts of an old abandoned mall, complete with empty storefronts, eerily frozen escalators, and mannequins silently lurking. She posted a video walking through the dim, dusty mall atrium, set to creepy music for full effects. TikTok collectively freaked out, and also wanted to explore a bit. Claire's initial clip scored over 7 million likes and untold millions of views, turning her impromptu urban exploration into a viral sensation. Commenters dubbed it a real-life Silent Hill and joked that she found the back rooms. In follow-ups, Claire answered questions from fascinated viewers. Yes, her Airbnb was part of a larger old hotel complex. Yes, the mall was truly in the basement. And no, she had no idea she'd be sleeping above a relic of 1980s consumerism gone wrong. Local folks chimed in to identify the place as the old Ocean Walk Mall that had long since shut down. Some even claimed that the site used to be a hospital. That's fucking creepy. And was rumored to have ghost sightings. Claire herself half-jokingly said, yeah, I've heard the place is haunted, but it's fine. It's kind of creepy, but it's fine. As if stumbling onto a horror movie set during your vacation is totally normal. Her tours showed decrepit hallways, faded mall maps, and even a still illuminated but empty food court. The fact that it's still lit up is kind of fucking creepy.
There was a hot dog on a stick there, too. Like,
just kept on
still
rotating.
Had some lemonade swirling in their little machine.
It just kept going, just silently buzzing in the background. It's the liminal space nightmare of every mall rat's dream.
Pop, your Airbnb has an abandoned mall under it.
The saga was spooky in a fun way. No jump scare ghost needed when the setting alone gives you the willies. It taps into that weird fear and excitement of exploring an abandoned place. Viewers were divided between nope, get out, and this is the coolest find ever. Show us more. Claire obliged by giving a fuller tour in a third video, walking deeper into the dark corridors as thousands of us watched through our fingers. The sheer unexpectedness. You go for sunshine and pina coladas and end up uncovering the Mall of the Dead, made this TikTok gold. It even prompted other guests to post duet videos revealing that they too had stayed there and confirmed how sketchy everything was. The Daily Record dubbed it a haunted shopping mall, and commenters joked that Claire should charge it rent for inhabiting her Airbnb. This entry stands out in horror talk because it's less about ghosts and more about atmosphere. It's the ultimate Scooby-Doo plot. Young traveler stumbles on creepy local secret. While no phantom pops out in the video, you can't help but imagine one lurking behind a deserted Cinnabon counter. If nothing else, Claire's adventure turned her vacation into viral content and gave us all a new fear. Checking under our Airbnbs for hidden lairs. Next time you book a stay, you better ask, does the property come with free Wi-Fi and perhaps an abandoned mall full of souls of the damned? Just to be safe.
I'd be like, yeah, I'm not gonna rent this to you. You're a weird person.
It's like, yeah, I was gonna say yes, but fuck you. But you need to watch Barbarian, man. This is that just reminds me of Barbarian. You should really fucking check it out.
There's like hidden malls in Barbarian.
Not a hidden mall, but it revolves around an Airbnb with some rather sketchy shit.
Got it. Okay, I'll pencil that into my schedule.
You won't even pen it, huh? Just gotta pencil it so you can fucking erase it later. Got it. Got it.
Yeah, it's true. You got me. This one's called Cemetery Stroll, caught on Ring. One quiet night in October 2025, Pennsylvania homeowner Shane Irwin got a Ring doorbell alert that delivered more than an expected Amazon package. The motion-activated camera footage, later shared widely on social media, shows a translucent white figure gliding down the street in front of his house, which, as luck would have it, sits across a cemetery. The spooky specter resembles a person walking, but eerily see-through and floating without distinct features. Shane, stunned, posted the clip saying it captured a ghost walking past his home in Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. Local media picked it up, and soon the video was making headlines as the perfect real-life Halloween story, Ring Cam Catches Ghost. The Daily Mirror even shared the footage, calling it Spooky Season. In the clip, the ghost appears for a brief moment, a whitish humanoid form moving from one side of the frame to the other before disappearing into the darkness. There were no pedestrians or cars visible at the time, and Shane noted he'd gotten a strange alert just before spotting the phantom on the saved video. The TikTok reactions ranged from fascination to fear. Many viewers were thrilled. Finally, a ghost caught on a doorbell cam. While skeptics chimed in with a more grounded guesses, trick of the light, a bug on the lens, maybe someone in pale clothing with a weird camera blurring. But the clip is undeniably freaky. The figure doesn't trip the porch light. It doesn't have the solid look of a real person. It truly looks like something from another plane taking a nighttime stroll. People joke that maybe one of the cemetery residents fancied a walk around the neighborhood. Others have seriously advised Shane to leave an offering or say a prayer since, hey, the dead are literally at his doorstep. The timing, just as autumn set in, made it viral. Viewers love a good ghost story when Halloween is near, and this delivered on a silver spectral platter. There's something wonderfully cinematic about this scenario. A lone, ghostly silhouette drifting past a silent suburban home, caught on candid camera. It's like a modern update to a classic ghost sighting. No more grainy VHS tapes or blurry ghost photos. We have 1080p doorbell cams now. It also validates the paranoia of anyone who's felt a shiver approaching their front door at night. As one TikTok comment quipped, BRB, uninstalling my ring. I don't want to know if ghosts come knocking. Of course, rational minds suggested it could be a tech glitch or even a small animal close to the camera creating a humanoid blur. But where's the fun in that? Real or not, the ring ghost of Slippery Rock has done what all good spooky TikToks do. Give us goosebumps and a great story to share, and if it does turn out to be a spirit, at least it was polite enough to use the sidewalk.
Yeah. I see a lot of those, like, I think we covered it a couple weeks ago, like the doorbells picking up what seems to be ghosts, but it could be fucking dust, it could be an insect, it could be a bird. Like,
yeah, that bird at what was that?
It was like the
Lake
storm.
House. When I slowed it down, I'm like, yeah, that's a bird.
Yeah, that's a fucking bird.
That's definitely a bird.
It's one of those crane birds. All right, our next story is called Haunted Charlotte, the TikTok poltergeist prank.
Good Charlotte, man.
That's the best band in the fucking world.
Best band by far.
Good
Transcends genre. Really songbirds of our generation.
God, I don't listen to enough Good Charlotte. In mid-2022, an account named Haunted Charlotte began posting videos that seemed to chronicle a real haunting. The setup? A father claiming an antique doll, possessed by a spirit named Charlotte, I think we're getting into Annabelle territory, was causing creepy occurrences in his home. Videos showed classic poltergeist phenomena. Cabinet doors slamming on their own, objects flying off shelves, lights flickering, all the spooky stuff that horror talk lives for. The production quality was surprisingly convincing, and TikTokers ate that shit up. The account gained over 200,000 followers, and the most watched video, featuring a particularly dramatic sequence of unexplained activity, topped 13 million views. Comments were filled with OMG and Ouija board emojis, as people begged for updates on Charlotte's antics. It was like a mini ghost hunter show unfolding on a TikTok feed, with each new part escalating the tension. For months, Haunted Charlotte's content kept viewers on edge, and one viral clip showed the doll sitting innocently in a child's bedroom, only for the door behind it to slam shut completely by itself. In another, a flower was sprinkled on the floor to catch footprints, and sure enough, childlike footprints appeared leading to the doll. It was every ghost cliche done really well in short form. Naturally, some eagle-eyed skeptics started pointing out potential strings or editing cuts, but believers fervently defended Charlotte's honor. The narrative built to a fever pitch, until the twist. It was all an elaborate prank by a magician and content creator named Dustin Dean. Fucking Dustin. In December of 22, a few months after launching the account, he revealed that Haunted Charlotte was a planned experiment to see how easily people would believe a staged haunting. He demonstrated the tricks: magnets and cabinets, nearly invisible fishing lines tugging at objects, etc.
Wife was mad I brought my haunted doll Charlotte on our family trip. I left my phone recording in the hotel room while we were out. I just couldn't leave her home alone.
The revelation that Haunted Charlotte was fake set off a mix of reactions: disbelief, admiration, and a bit of embarrassment. In hindsight, the clues were there. The hauntings were almost too on the nose, like a Hollywood script. I was going to say, it kind of reminded me a lot of like the Paranormal Activity movies, like with the flower and everything.
Yeah.
But that's exactly why it was so fun. This series was essentially a crowdsourced horror story where viewers' reactions became part of the entertainment. It also highlighted something endearingly human about TikTok. We want to be scared, and we love a good horror story, even in the era of deepfakes and AR. People suspended disbelief willingly, tagging friends with, "See, ghosts are real," and even sharing their own spooky experiences in the comments, turning the page into a mini paranormal community. Dustin's stunt also educated viewers. When he pulled back the curtain, he showed exactly how easy it is to fake supernatural events on camera. Consider it a Halloween trick and treat. In the end, Haunted Charlotte's saga was less about a ghost in a doll and more about the ghost in the machine, how social media virality can bring a fictional horror tale to life. It was an ARG in plain sight. So next time you see a viral poltergeist TikTok, remember, it might be a spirit, or just hand sanitizer on a candle wick. Either way, some good-ass content.
The next one is Highway Ghost on Dashcam. It's the middle of the night on a lonely Arizona highway. Truck driver William Church is cruising down State Route 87 at 2:30 a.m. when his dashcam captures something that sends a jolt down his spine. A faint figure standing on the side of the road as he whizzes by, which appears transparent and humanoid-shaped. No cars around, no reflective road signs, just a person-like silhouette materializing out of nowhere in the darkness. Church later reviewed the footage and was so unsettled that he shared it on TikTok, paired cleverly with the eerie Exorcist theme music for extra creep factor. The video blew up as viewers tried to discern if this was a ghostly hitchhiker or simply a play of the light and shadow. Many noted how the figure doesn't react to the truck, has no clear features, and seems to fade rather than fully solidify. The story got picked up by the local news because who doesn't love a good phantom on the highway headline, with anchors dubbing it the Route 87 Ghost. TikTok commenters, of course, had a field day. Truckers chimed in with legends about various highway hauntings. It turns out Lady in White on the roadside is an international ghost story motif from Route 66 to rural China. Some joked that Arizona's heat is so brutal even ghosts have mirages. Others got goosebumps imagining what would have happened if Church had stopped the truck. Pro tip, if you see a specter at 2 a.m. in the desert, maybe just keep driving and politely decline any phantom hitchhikers. A few skeptics suggested it might have been a weird lens flare or a wisp of dust illuminated oddly by the headlights, but believers pointed out the unmistakable outline of legs and a torso in the video, not the random shape you'd get from a smudge or glare. The TikTok gained millions of impressions as people shared it with captions like, "This made my heart drop," and "Proof we're never really alone on the road."
Okay. Okay, so basically you just, if people think it's a glare, that mirror wouldn't be in front of the object. It would actually, the glare on the windshield would be in front of the mirror, and instead it's behind the mirror on the hood. So a glare on the windshield is out of the question there. And if you notice, going slowly, it continues to stay in the same spot as the vehicle passes by. That sign is that far away. I highly doubt that sign from about a quarter mile down the road is making a glare from way up here that looks like an actual human. So that's my take on it. I know what a human looks like. I don't know if it's human or if it's spiritual, but looks like you can see the line through whatever it was. So yeah, and if you notice, everything else on the camera is completely clear except for whatever that is.
There's something quintessentially spooky about ghost sightings on highways. They tap into the urban legend vein. The ghostly traveler, the vanishing hitchhiker, the idea of roads as a final haunt of souls who met tragic ends. This dashcam clip resonated because it felt like those campfire tales coming to life on your For You page. The fact that William Church presented it so matter-of-factly, genuinely seeking an explanation, made it more convincing than any overproduced Ghost Hunter TV segment. His "what the fuck is this" reaction was our reaction. For long-haul drivers, fatigue can conjure illusions, but the camera doesn't yawn or hallucinate. Many noted the dashcam doesn't lie. The TikTok even sparked discussions among skeptics about how light vision and compression might create illusions, which is a healthy debate, but to the average viewer, it simply looks like a ghost. And let's be real, we love the romance of that idea. It's the same chill you get when you pass a lone figure on an empty road and your mind whispers, "What if they weren't alive?" This video delivered that chill in spades. So next time you're on a late night drive and you glimpse something in your peripheral vision, remember poor Mr. Church and his ghostly friend. Maybe give a little wave. You never know who or what is waiting for a ride on the other side.
All right, folks. Well, that is going to wrap us up for the evening. Thank you, as always, for joining us as we discuss some scary fucking stories on TikTok. We want to give a huge shout out to our paid supporters of the show: Soylent Cleat Feet, Lara, Mothman, Conklin Family, and Lou. Your paid support of the show is tremendously helpful, and if you yourself would like to join these paid supporters, there's a link down below and several tiers to choose from. And if you want to help donate to the beer fund, there's also a link for that.
Yeah, dude, I need more like cleat names for our subscribers because I'm going to start a fucking cleat cult. But anyways, if you're listening to us on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe as it really helps us get us out there. As always, thank you for entering the abyss.
Until next time.